It's that time of year again, isn't it? The mad dash to save tax. But what if that annual chore was actually your single best opportunity to build wealth? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. We're flipping the script on Section 80C, turning it from a last-minute panic into a powerful financial strategy. Take a good look at this number, 46,800 rupees. For a lot of you, that's how much you could be saving on your taxes every single year. The real question isn't just how you save it, it's how you save it while making your money grow for you. So how does this all work? It's thanks to something called Section 80C. It basically lets you slice a cool 1.5 lakh rupees right off your taxable income. If you're in the highest tax bracket, that means putting that 46,800 rupees right back into your pocket. But here's the trap most people fall into. They just throw money at any qualifying option without any real strategy. And trust me, that's a huge mistake. And that brings us to the single most important idea we're going to talk about today, which comes from our source, Arthveda. Let this one sink in. Tax saving is a byproduct of smart investing, not the goal itself. Think about that for a second. The tax break, that's the bonus, not the prize. The real prize is growing your wealth. So, this all leads to the big 1.5 lakh question, right? You've got dozens of options, all screaming for your attention. How on earth do you choose? It can feel pretty overwhelming. But what if I told you there's a super simple framework to make sense of it all? Here's the key. Stop thinking about that long, confusing list of investments. Instead, let's just sort them into two simple buckets, one for growth and one for safety. Honestly, this one little shift in perspective changes everything.
It really just boils down to this. Are you trying to launch a rocket, or are you trying to lock up a safe? The rocket is your high-growth path. These are market-linked investments. They've got the potential for explosive returns, but yeah, they come with higher risk. The safe? That's your fixed income. It's predictable, it's secure, and it's designed to protect your capital above all else. Which one you choose totally depends on your goals.
So, in the high-growth corner, the undisputed champion is ELSS, or Equity-Linked Savings Schemes. Think of them as mutual funds that come with a nice tax-saving bonus. They aim for high returns by investing in the stock market. And here's the kicker. They have the shortest lock-in period of any 80C option, just 3 years. And in the safety corner, we have the gold standard, PPF, the Public Provident Fund. This is for the investor who wants to sleep soundly at night. It's a long-term, 15-year plan that offers guaranteed safety and, this is huge, completely tax-free returns. So how do these two stack up against the other options? Okay, let's put it all together. This table is where the picture gets really clear. Just look at ELSS at the top, and then compare it to PPF right below. You see the trade-off, right? High potential returns versus zero risk. A 3-year lock-in versus 15 years. Now, and this is important, slide your eyes over to that final column. See how PPF, SSY, and EPF are all tax-free? That means when you take the money out, it's all yours. ELSS, on the other hand, is taxable. That's a tiny detail that you absolutely can't afford to miss. All right, now before you rush off to invest, hold on. I've got a pro tip here that could save you a lot of trouble. You might already be filling up your 1.5 lakh limit with what we'll call invisible savings. These are expenses you're already paying anyway. So let me just ask you this straight up. Are you already saving tax without even knowing it? It happens all the time. People scramble to invest the full 1.5 lakhs at the end of the year, totally forgetting about the automatic deductions that have been happening all along. So here's the checklist. First, start with your EPF, the mandatory contribution from your salary. For a lot of people, that alone covers a huge chunk. Then, add the principal part of your home loan EMI. After that, add your kids' school tuition fees. And finally, add your life insurance premiums. Total all of that up before you even think about investing another rupee.
Okay, so now you know the options and you've checked for your invisible savings. So how do you actually build a strategy? Well, the key theme to remember is that this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. The best plan for you depends entirely on where you are in life.
Let's map this out. If you're in your 20s and 30s, you have a long time ahead of you. Go for growth. Maximize your ELSS and just let compounding do its magic. Hitting your 40s? It's probably time to balance the scales. A 50-50 split between the ELSS rocket and the PPF safe is a really smart play. And once you're in your 50s and beyond, the game totally changes. It's all about protecting what you've built. That's when PPF and other fixed income options should be your main focus. All right, before we wrap things up, there is one final critical check, a choice you have to make.
because everything we've just talked about, this entire ADC strategy, it's only relevant if you choose to be in the old tax regime.
The difference is actually pretty straightforward. The old regime lets you claim all those deductions like Section 80C to lower your taxable income. The new regime, which is now the default option for everyone, doesn't allow most of these deductions, but in return offers lower tax rates across the board. So which one is for you? Well, the source material gives us a great rule of thumb. If all your possible deductions, and I'm talking ADC, HRA, the whole shebang, add up to less than roughly 3.75 lakh rupees, you might actually be better off sticking with a new regime. In that case, ADC just becomes irrelevant. But look, there's no substitute for this. You have to run the numbers for your own situation.
And that brings us right back to where we started. So I'll leave you with this one final thought. The goal isn't just to save some tax this March. It's to build wealth for the next decade. The best tax saving scheme is the one that fits your 10-year financial roadmap, not just the one that lowers today's bill.